busiest travel days of the year are just around the corner, with millions of people expected to take to the skies for the Thanksgiving holiday. And this year's holiday season also coincides with some new airline rules and regulations. I want to bring in Erin Florio to talk about this. She's the executive editor of Condé Nast Traveler. Erin, thanks for joining us on this Friday. We know last year's holiday travel season bogged down by major delays, these stressful cancellations. And I know this year you've got new automatic refunds in place. Let folks at home know in what situations those will apply.
Yes. So I think, we can all consider this a victory for travelers. What
Yeah.
into effect last month. So basically, if you've ever found yourself, and many of us have, in a situation where the flight's been canceled, the flight's been delayed, you feel like you're going down a black hole trying to get your refund, the TSA has mandated that if a flight is significantly delayed, now that means 3 hours domestically, 6 hours internationally, passengers automatically will get a full refund. It will get back to them into their bank account in about a week, which is great. It also applies to late luggage. If your luggage is more than, I think, 12 hours late, you'll get a refund for any fees that you paid on your bag. And also, I think this is really helpful. If you are suffering from an illness and you don't want to board the plane, you think it might be irresponsible, you don't have to worry about wasting your ticket. The airline will also be they'll be responsible for refunding you.
Really useful and news travelers can use. I also want to ask you about American Airlines because it's cracking down on that thing we all hate, so-called gate lice, when people crowd the gate ahead of their designated boarding group. Let's play for our viewers the sound folks will hear if they try to cut in line.
Oh, there we have a new system.
We have a new system. It will let me know if you're trying to board out of turn.
Okay, it's not too embarrassing. How will this really work? Do you think it will work?
Well, honestly, I think it will, because I think nobody wants to be shamed into submission, right? I mean, it's a thing that we know happens. People are trying to board before their group is called. They're trying to get on the plane early. So basically what happens is when you try to board, if you're in a boarding group that hasn't been called yet, you scan your boarding pass, an alarm will sound. Everybody will know that you're trying to jump the queue. So, you'll be put back at the back of the line, and nobody wants it to happen. So I do think that it has potential to work.
Shame works, unfortunately. Before we let you go, I know there are some new rules for folks who might want to head to the EU soon. What are they?
Yeah, sure. So this is actually the reinstatement of an old rule, not necessarily a new one. For those of us paying attention on the liquids and the baggage allowances for carry-on luggage, you will know that the EU was rolling out plans to get rid of the liquid limitations. Now they've had to reverse that because of some faulty scanners that they were hoping to implement across airports. So just hang tight for now. You're going to have to be really mindful of the liquids that you bring on board when you're traveling in the EU, and we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the new rules to go into effect.
All right, Erin Florio, thanks for joining us, and please enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.